I think there is a chance I could get laid off for a third time, and here are my reasons.
Coming from someone who has been laid off 3 times, here are another couple of things to look for. Has your senior leadership team had a in-person meeting recently, or have they all met, virtually recently? Go to your calendars and look and see if there's a meeting that doesn't happen every single week. On top of that, if it's going to happen imminently, I would go to your HR person's calendar and see if there are multiple 15-minute or 30-minute blocks of time that are blocked out as busy and don't have anybody invited to them yet. I've predicted layoffs at my company in the past by doing this, just calendar stalking, and it gives you quite a bit of anxiety because they're not going to tell you that you're on the chopping block until they send out that email and then they add you to the calendar invite. So I don't know, sometimes ignorance is bliss, but also you can't help yourself. So good luck. I hope that you don't get laid off.
So today is my last day of work. I just got laid off last week. Our company got bought out, and then they just did a massive layoff and they got rid of my position. So no more work from home videos. How do you navigate this? This is just very weird. Luckily I get a severance package for 3 months, so I'm not super rushed to find a job, but this is pretty stressful, man. They were just boom, your job is done, your last day is in a few days. I'm just this is so weird. I don't know. I feel like it hasn't really hit me yet since I still have to work today. But have any of you guys been laid off? How long did it take you to find a job? Are you stressed? Are you okay? I don't even know how to feel. It's just so weird.
Hi there, welcome to the Candid Lens. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge that what you're going through right now, being laid off, is incredibly tough. And it is completely natural to feel a mix of emotion right now, such as confusion, frustration, maybe even fear. But you know what? This is not a reflection of your ability, and you do not deserve this. I am very, very sure that a lot of people going through this same situation will be thinking, oh, did I do anything wrong? Should I have done something right? But if you look at massive layoff that has been going on ever since the beginning of this year, it's been mainly because of restructuring, or maybe the companies are merging and they just have to let about few percentage, maybe about 20% of their employees, they have to lay them off and let them go. But we have to look at the beautiful aspect of it, which is accepting this, and maybe this is a stepping stone to another level that you're going in your life.
So I just lost my job. I just got laid off this morning. I got on a call at 8:30 in the morning. It was my usual weekly one-on-one with my manager that he moved forward. I really didn't think much into it. Yeah, I went into the Zoom meeting and there was one guy in the call already. I still haven't processed it yet. I really didn't think it would have been a layoff. Also because I had just woken up and I haven't checked my inbox yet. Apparently there was an email out from our CEO that said that there was some business organizational changes. So feels very disassociative from an employee's standpoint. I mean, I don't think I've worked with a manager for a very long time, but I expected a little more of a human side. I don't know. I think I'm more devastated than anything because I really enjoyed my Singapore team, and we are actually an all-girl team, and I feel like it's gonna be really hard to find another all-girls team that are all just very, very genuine people. So I would say I'm still overall pretty caught by surprise, as it only just happened 3 hours ago as I'm filming this right now. I guess follow me on my journey as I try to restart my interview process and find a new job.
I just got laid off about 2 hours ago. I think I'm still shocked. Like, I just can't believe that it happened. There were absolutely no signs from the company that it was gonna happen. 9:30, I got a Teams message from my boss asking if I was free, which definitely was kind of weird, but I thought that he wanted to talk about something that we had discussed yesterday. So I was like, yeah, of course I'm free. What's up? And then they dialed me into a video call where my boss was sitting in the office in a conference room with this lady from legal. And they just basically told me I was being let go. And it was super formal, super sterile, which, like, this is why I always say, like, don't give your everything to a company, because when it comes to laying people off, they just fire you like that. I was like pretty shocked, and I kind of got teary-eyed, like borderline was gonna start crying, and I like held it together, and I basically told myself, like, this is my last time where I'm gonna see my boss and be able to ask him any questions and get closure. So I was like, no, I need to like ask him any questions I have. So I basically asked, like, is this a performance thing? Like, I was doing international marketing for them. Like, is international just drying up and that's not going to be a priority anymore? And he basically gave some vague answer, which was like, no, this is like overall the entire company, we're doing layoffs, so you're just one of many. Then they dialed HR in, so HR started going over my severance package, and then they passed me to IT, where like he wiped my computer and had me wipe my phone. Like, the whole process was like 30 minutes. And basically I just started calling my family and texting some of my coworkers, and then I guess I found out that like our entire marketing team, like there were, I think, like 35, 40 people. Like, I think there's only like 10 people left. And company-wide, I think they got rid of 20%. But yeah, I've just been sitting here basically for the past like 3 hours processing, talking to people. You guys have any tips? Like, what should I be doing? Do I sign up for unemployment? Please let me know. This is the first time in my career that this has happened, so this is all super new to me. Definitely be sharing more with all of you guys, and I'm just really grateful that I have, you know, all of your guys' support, and I'm excited to share this next part of my journey with you, and I'm re-recruiting and seeing how that goes. So definitely follow if you want to see this next part of my journey, and I love you guys so much.
I got a random meeting on my calendar. I feel like, and there's a bunch of them on this other lady's calendar. I hope I'm not getting fired. I will die. Hello.
Good morning, Becker.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I asked, who I think you know, to join us for this call. She is our HR representative. We've got some updates we'd like to share with you this morning.
Okay.
So as you know, we have been working with to help us identify the best way forward for this last period of time. And while we originally believed that we would be integrating we've instead determined that it was best for us to refocus the agency to an independent agency. And in doing so, we've initiated a buyback of it. Unfortunately, as you may know, the lack of growth and the decline in our client revenue has negatively impacted our business beyond what we can sustain. And it's forced us to make what are very difficult decisions to eliminate roles within the agency. And this includes the elimination of your role, making today your last day. Please know that it was a very difficult decision. You made meaningful contributions to the last couple of years, and we have the utmost respect and gratitude for what you've done and what you've given. At this point, what I will do is I'll turn it over to you so she can take you through some of the next steps.
Email will be hanging up shortly. And, you know, once you get the chance to review and look everything over, please let me know, and I'm happy to answer any and all questions you may have.
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Heather. I wish you the best.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
Bye.
Did you know that you can look up if your company is going to be doing layoffs months before they even announce it? In 1988, the WARN Act was passed, protecting workers by requiring companies with 100 or more employees to provide notification 60 calendar days in advance of plant closings and mass layoffs. So whenever most companies are planning on doing layoffs, they have to publicly report it to a database that you can find online. Just go to Google, type in WARN notice and your state, click on the database, there are your companies. And you can click into each one to see details like how many people, the location, the date. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that you're going to get laid off, and a lot of HR teams also find ways to skirt needing to report this, so it's not 100% reliable. But either way, you need to advocate for yourself. You got this, and follow for more.
If you get laid off, you need to do this in the first 48 hours. This is going to minimize the time it takes you to get back on your feet. Step 1, once you find out, just take the rest of the day to process it. Cry, eat some ice cream, vent to a trusted loved one. You are not going to make any productive moves until you process this. Step 2, the next day. Consider posting a message like this on your LinkedIn profile. This is going to alert everyone that you're available, and I genuinely know people who have gotten a job offer within 24 hours of getting laid off because they did something like this. Step 3, to avoid any gaps in your resume and continue building your skills, reach out to any friend of yours that runs a business. Send a message like this to start offering your support. And then finally, step 4, we're going to make a list of 3 companies that we want to work for. Find people who work at those companies on LinkedIn and send them a message like this to start building connections. If you follow these steps, you're probably going to have something on your plate before your severance even runs out. Like and follow for more job search tips.
If you have just been laid off, I know it is okay to grieve this loss. You have invested your time, your effort, and your passion into this work, and it is important to honor those feelings. So if you feel like you need to cry, you need to talk to friends that are trustworthy, cry, talk to them, watch movies, take a time to grieve this loss. But at the same time, I want you to accept it. Acceptance can be hard, but it is a vital step, because you have to acknowledge the situation and you would not allow this to hold you back. This could be the beginning of a new chapter for you, like I have said, one that is probably filled with a lot of opportunities that you have not even considered before. One of it could be starting your own business. Another one is probably getting another job that is even upskilling than the one you have right now. So I want you to reflect on your skills. I want you to think about what you love doing, what you would like to do differently from what you're doing before. I want you to network. Try to call your former colleagues, your friends, people who have started small businesses around you, and look for a way to connect with them. Maybe you can find other opportunities that might make you even have more pay or probably more serenity of your mind. Another thing is consider upskilling, like I said. Go online if you were probably in the health sector and you want to change from the health sector to the tech sector. If you are being given your severance pay, some people get about 2, 3, 4 months of a severance pay, which means that it gives you time for you not to look for a job, but for you to start upskilling. Get online, go to Udemy, find courses that are free. In universities, there are some universities that offer free courses, or probably Google itself. Find those courses and, upskill yourself in tech, or if you had a particular job before and you need a particular license to get to the next level, this is the time for you to get it. Stay positive. Surround yourself with people who will uplift you. A positive mindset can make a world of difference in how you navigate this transition. Another next thing I want you to do is set goals. Break down your next steps into manageable goals. I want you to update your resume. I want you to start applying for jobs aggressively, because a lot of people are not hiring right now. And I want you to explore new fields. And you might not even get what you were getting before in terms of pay, but at least something little is better than looking for something big and it takes you a year to get it. The Candid Lens is trying to tell you today that I truly believe, trust me, I truly believe that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Do not let this weigh you down. You have the strength to get through this. And while it may feel like it's daunting now, remember that you are capable of overcoming challenges. Look at all the videos that you've watched in this video of different creators. Get 1 or 2 things that you can learn from them. You can reach out to your family and friends and tell them about the one act, so that they know if they are in a company that have over 500 people working, or probably over 100 people working, and see if their workplace is going to have a massive layoff in future. Another thing is, everybody, remember that every setback is a setup for a comeback. Some people might not even get paid severance pay. Please go on your local or state employment, the Department of Employment website, and see what they could have for you for like an unemployment pay or something that will help you get by until you get another job. Thank you for watching this video. Kindly give a like and subscribe. If you have learned 1 or 2 things from this video, you can share to your family and friends too. Thank you. Bye.